still on the search.
To help you protect your business for all things for expansion.
Experienced lawyers to get access to, along with unlimited document draft.
Promotional job employment like that, and where could they actually apply for jobs. I'm Shania Lin, and she's my partner from Russia.
Yes.
She's from Vienna with the business administration as well. That's why we applied for this conference, because we're in the business side. May I know what is the reason why you gave this conference to?
Well, we do live, like in-person events, and we do webinars, and they are both part of our marketing strategy. The in-person events are post-COVID, getting people back in the same room and ability to network. It's an opportunity for us to build our marketing list as well, and to encourage people to become clients of our business.
Oh, it's actually a very good marketing strategy.
Thank you.
Yeah, because can you elaborate your experience working with the clients? Like, what are those challenges and successes that you encounter?
From a marketing perspective?
Yeah, from a marketing perspective.
So it'd probably be better to talk a bit about how we do our marketing first and provide some context to that. Legal Vision is a leader in legal marketing in Australia. Our focus is on creating content and making a very large database of freely available information, and that is in the form predominantly of articles that people could read that are written by our lawyers. So if I'm a business person and I've got a question, the first thing I do is I go online and I search for information. So for example, I might have a question on something to do with contracts or employment, and I search for that question. I will find the Legal Vision article, and I will read that article, and it's in plain English, so it's not full of legal terminology. And then I'll say, this is really helpful. Next time I need a lawyer, I will contact Legal Vision.
Yeah. And
that works very effectively for us, right? But during COVID, everything was locked down, was online, and we started doing webinars so that we could reach out to people and inform them. And that even after COVID ended, the webinars were so popular that we actually increased the volume of the webinars significantly. So we run those every week in Australia, New Zealand, and the United Kingdom, which is where we're located. Yeah. And then we started doing in-person events because people wanted to not just be online anymore. They want to be in the same room. They want to talk to people, to network. And all of this is about brand awareness, but it's also about building up lists of people who are interested in knowing more about things from a legal perspective for their business, so that we can talk to them about becoming members of our organization.
That's actually a good one. Because with the webinar, isn't it hard to do it every week? That seems hard.
Yeah,
you did a good job.
Thank you. We have we work hard, we plan ahead. We know what topics we're going to do. We have a process in place that the lawyers follow. We do a practice run for every webinar. We do a practice to make sure that everybody understands what they're meant to be talking about, and so that it comes across professionally. So we've got a good team and we work hard.
That is so nice. Your marketing team is actually harder than other people expected.
Oh, there you go.
Thinking about all those, being creative, thinking strategies for your brand to get seen by other people. It's really hard.
Yeah, we have a lot of visitors to our website. We have the most visited law firm website in Australia.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
And sometimes even more than some of the government websites.
Really?
Yeah.
Legal Vision.
Mm.
Oh my goodness. That's why I feel like, because I also talked to the head marketing, which is Anthony Liu.
Yes.
Yeah, I talked to him and he said that he is actually in London.
That's correct. He's
Yeah.
in London. He moved there a couple of months ago, and because we're expanding our business.
Oh, that's why. Even your business is really expanding overseas as well.
Yeah.
Okay, just some two questions.
Yes.
Okay, so we're interested in the company's approach to marketing in the Sydney market. Can you share some examples of successful partnerships?
So we don't only focus on any one city. We focus on the whole country because unlike some law firms that do everything face to face, we are online. So all the meetings take place virtually. So we're not restricted, and that gives us a much broader audience and client base as a result. But in terms of successes, all the methodologies that I mentioned to you before are working. But in addition to that, we have a partnerships manager who works with other organizations such as accounting firms that might be aligned with our business and complementary to our business. So for example, an accounting firm might have a client that needs a lawyer, so they'll refer their client to us. And then in turn we will refer our clients to them if they need some accounting help. So that's been very successful as well.
That's actually a good one because partnership, you also have the partnership side. That's why you get a lot of clients from other firms as well.
Yes.
That is so nice. And also one more. Can you describe the company's commitment to work-life balance, especially in Sydney? People are very chill compared to Korea. Korea is a bit, we call this pali-pali culture. Pali-pali culture is like fast culture.
Right.
People are really fast in doing, they're not into like patient. Yeah, they're really living busy life. And since we are living in South Korea, we've really witnessed it. That's why even here in Sydney, we came here and we saw how people are very chill. Even the restaurants are, the cafes stop at like 3 p.m. So how is it, like the work-life balance of the employees and the well-being of the marketing team, especially for those who work in remote setting?
That's a good question. So look, work-life balance is really important to Legal Vision. So from the perspective of the whole team, really, everyone works hard, but we also have the opportunity to take breaks. So you're encouraged to take your annual leave. In Australia, you have 4 weeks of annual leave every year. So you're encouraged to take a holiday. We also offer, for example, working overseas. So if you're, it's called a working holiday. So for example, we have a lot of young lawyers. They might want to travel. Rather than have them leave the company to travel, they might go for 2 months to Europe or something like this and be based in Italy and work part of the time and then travel part of the time. Not on an ongoing basis, it's for maybe 2 months or something like this, but it's a very wonderful opportunity, particularly for young people. Then there's also things like birthday leave, and we also have a balance of working remotely and in the office. So unlike a lot of companies that are telling everybody to come back into the office post-COVID, we've kept that balance. It means that you don't have to spend a lot of time traveling to the office to and from. Yeah. So I work from home. I come into the office 1 day a week.
Oh really?
Yeah, that's what we today. The lawyers come in maybe 2 or 3 times a week, but the marketing team 1 or 2 times a week. We do it mostly remote.
That is so nice.
But believe me, we still work the little
Okay.
hours. The difference is that instead of me spending 2 hours traveling to and from work,
That's so far.
because Sydney traffic is terrible.
It's true.
Public transport's not great. So instead of wasting all that time traveling, I can either spend it working or I can just be more relaxed and not have the stress of running backwards and forwards. So that's good for your work-life balance as well.
Oh my goodness, your marketing team is really good. If there's a chance in the future, you could call me.
Well, you just let me know. All right, do you have any other questions or is that it?
Actually, I don't have any more questions.
That's terrific. Well, thank you very much.
much.
Pleasure.
오전에 이제 관광점 하고 오후에 이제 컨퍼런스에 갔다 왔습니다. 그런데 오늘 놀기 전에 이제 조금 커피를 마셔보겠습니다. 한국이랑 호주랑 카푸치노가 차이가 어떤 게 있는지 좀 궁금해서 마셔보겠습니다. 안녕하세요. 우리는 루나파크에 갈 겁니다.
Usually it's something that moves.
오늘은 이제 마지막 장소에 도착을 했는데요. 여러분 보세요. 엄청 예쁘지 않아요? 이곳은 시티보드라고 하고 여기서 이제 마지막 회의를 듣고 오늘 마무리를 하겠습니다. This looks weird.
So then, why?
우리는 University of New South Wales에 있어요. 그냥 식당 가고 밥 먹고 그리고 학생들 인터뷰.
What's your major and what's your name? My name's Tanmay and I'm studying Bachelor of Actuary and Commerce. Oh, okay. So, how do you find your academic workload in your major?
It's a lot.
It's a lot. How in a scale of 1 to 10, probably, how is it?
I would say like 7.
A 7. What do you enjoy most about your major?
I like that I have a lot of freedom.
Oh,
Yeah.
like?
Like, I want to work by myself, I can.
So, what field or industry are you planning to work after graduation?
Finance.
Finance. Alright. And then what are your future steps prepare for your future?
So after I graduate, I am planning to do the actuary exams, so that I can send my actuary and maybe work in an insurance firm.
That's so great. Thank you.
안녕하세요. 우리는 오늘 University of New South Wales 왔는데 여기 이제 공부하는 학생을 만나러 왔는데 조금 설문조사도 하고 이제 미래에 어떤 기획이 있는지 좀 물어보겠습니다.
I'm gonna record this for. What's your name, by the way? Carolyn. Nice to meet you, Carolyn. You guys, why are you doing this? We are actually from South Korea, and we are just interviewing people from our same major. So we're actually from business school as well.
What business?
I'm from marketing.
Marketing.
Yeah.
And I'm from business administration.
Business administration. Yeah.
That's really good.
Okay, so let's start. What is your major and your name?
My major? I teach business strategy.
Oh my god!
It's alright. It's all good. Yeah.
I thought you were a student.
No. No. So I teach business strategy.
Okay, so what did you major in when you were?
Two things. So for my undergrad and masters, I was a marketing major. For my PhD, management.
Oh my god,
management.
that's perfect for us. So for the marketing, you teach business. What made you think about going to teaching after your marketing degree?
I just enjoy knowledge and I like learning. So when I stay in this environment, I get to continuously learn because that's my job. And then I get to also teach other people. So I really like that.
That's so nice. Was it hard getting into teaching or getting a job here in Australia?
Yes.
Really?
Very, very hard.
It's really hard. Like,
It is very competitive. Academia is very, very competitive.
like how did you prepare?
Hair.
Yeah.
No, I think I got lucky. I just slid into it. But one thing that I did was I made sure I'm really good at what I do. So I don't know everything, but what I do, I'm good at it. And I am authentic in the way that I say what I know and what I don't know. And I think that is what prepared me for the job.
Oh my gosh, that is so nice. That actually makes me study or like be more authentic in my work in marketing. 'Cause I've never thought about teaching into marketing. I think about going to the company and
So apart from teaching, actually, my major role is research. So it's 70% research, 30% teaching. Now researching is more exciting because I don't have to sell a product. It's not the part that I like most. But what I need to understand is what drives consumers to buy something. How can companies be able to consider what they sell? And those were the things that drove me. And I felt knowledge is timeless, so why not sell the best product ROI?
yeah, so your education is really a perfect career for you.
Yes, absolutely. And I enjoy it because I still stay in contact with the industry. I get to learn about the industry, understand it, teach that knowledge, and have people prepared for it.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
Welcome, and I wish you all the best in your research. Hope it goes well.
Yeah.
that if you just contribute what you have,
Yeah.
it gives more depth. It gives more like I'm sharing.
Yeah.
Sharing purely.
I
for
want.
sharing.
Yeah. I found these great pants. Anyone who's my size should have these pants too because they're
Oh my
fantastic.
gosh, that is so nice.
Yeah.
I really love the mission of this company and market themselves. It's very interesting, but hearing it from the CEO is really different. How you started the company itself and how you actually want. What are some unique challenges and successes you've encountered while doing this?
So when you have a startup business, there's different types of business. If you're creating a product like a pen, it might cost you $100 to create a prototype of this pen, and then you could order 100 pens, and it might cost you another $100. So it might be $200, and now you can start selling it and start making money. You might have $200 that you can bootstrap, so you can pay to get the business started by yourself. Our business is much more complicated. We have to build an entire technology platform, and we have to build community before we can start making money. So our business has.
We're interested in the company's approach to marketing in the city market. Can you share some examples or like partnerships or some kind of influencers that you developed?
Yeah, so we're global, so we've been global from day one. So the main platform or channel that we've used for marketing has been Meta, which is Facebook and Instagram. And increasingly a little bit more, we've been testing out TikTok, but honestly, we started with Meta and it worked for us. And so as a small company, when you've got something that works,
you should stick to it.
Stick to that while we focus on things that aren't working. There's definitely like always ways to optimize, but we're like, there are definitely things that aren't working more that we need to work on. That has become more expensive over the last 4 years. It actually was a great time to launch because COVID actually made marketing cheaper. It made sales more expensive, but if you could invest in growing a pipeline, it was actually a great time to, because people were available and on their phones and looking, but not necessarily buying. We have also had a lot of success with PR. So having articles in places, like we had one article in BuzzFeed, which was a global article, and it talked all about Ms. Tyler, and we had 5,000 people download the app and create accounts from that one article. So there is traditional PR, you pitch publications and say, this is us, talk about us, and they're usually very soft. They don't really have a call to action. They're not a sales vehicle. But now there is affiliate-based PR where you'll see some articles where it says we might, receive affiliate commission for products in this article, but we've still chosen these products because we think they're good for you. And so we have had some articles in places like the Daily Mail and BuzzFeed where we'll pay like $2 cost per click. So when somebody clicks into the article to our site, we will pay them. And so they are designed to drive traffic. So
we are thinking of another e-commerce business or whatsoever when we graduate or whatsoever, but then you're making us feel inspired.
Yeah, and it can be done. And there are also things, there's a lot of research and things that you can do to try and, I guess, reduce that bias. So for instance, there's lots of research that shows the questions that get asked to women are different to the questions that get asked to men. So when there's a male founder, the questions from investment, decision makers focus on the upside. When they speak to women, they focus on the risks. And so if you can try and sway the conversation so you're focusing on the upside and the potential and move away from the risks, you can try and change the dynamics. There are definitely lots of people trying to make it better. There are funds now that are focused on only investing in women founders. A lot of the venture capital now will have like metrics, and they have to show what percentage of their investments went into women. So there are people taking steps to try and make it better. But creators in South Korea, I will have a look.
Let's focus more on like the employment opportunities. So how does a company approach overseas employment opportunities? Especially it's like a global market. So
Yeah.
do you plan on having offices around the world for like marketing professionals, including like overseas one?
Definitely. So at the moment, our team is very small. We have most of our team is based in Australia, and then we have Brianna, one person who's in the US. In the past, we did have a couple of people in the Philippines that were with us for 3.5 years. So we are definitely open to being global. One of the team members moved to London, and so she worked with us from London for a while, but the time zone was really hard between London, America, and Australia. We couldn't get on the same call at the same time ever. So because it'd be like 4 a.m. in the morning for someone and 11 p.m. for somebody else. Really, like, as we get more capital. So the next round we want to raise 4 million USD. When we do that, that will give us the ability to have a community manager probably in Europe, a community manager in North America, and a community manager in Australia who would look after Asia.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
Actually, so, Australia is really just near to like Asia.
Exactly. So for
how does a company guarantee equal access to career advancement opportunities for marketing professionals?
I mean, we're such a small company now that it's probably hard for us to answer that, but we actually like to recruit where we do from people that are actually creators in our ecosystem or even potentially users, because you know, we have amazing people in the community, but if they've already been, you know, on the platform, that's great because they already like Miss Tyler, they understand Miss Tyler organically. So when we do hire, we would always love to try and find people that are already in our community.
I think that actually is a great move because, like what you said, they are already familiar with the app, with the environment it's in. So like if you're gonna recruit, it should be like users too. Like they are gonna be more willing to be in the company, part of the company. Last one is gonna be, how can you describe the company's commitment to work-life balance and employee well-being? My background was in advertising. In advertising, I was working very long hours and everything was a crisis, you know, and you didn't have any work-life balance. Now I'm very aware that, you know, we have like, it's a marathon, it's not a sprint. For me, it feels like a sprint, but for the team, you know, it's people first. I have a team that I trust. I'm not a micromanager, so I largely let people do their own hours. As long as we sort of know what's happening, and you know, if somebody needs to, you know, we're very flexible with like, you know, people's work-life balances, and everybody's hybrid at the moment. So and even when we had, you know, the girls, they were actually based in Cebu, but we were fine with them traveling as long as they were turning up and had a place where they had good internet connection and could join meetings, and we were fine for them to be working from somewhere else. And then we offered them, if you want a co-working space, we'll cover a co-working space if that makes you more comfortable, or you can work from home. One of the girls was studying, so her hours would just like fit into whatever her study was for each semester. But you know, we're a team, so we're very much, you know, we want to make sure that everybody is sustainable, you know, and we look after people as much as possible. Looking forward to the growth of the company too in the future too. We can probably meet again. And I could probably be a user or like an influencer and a partner in the future.
That sounds wonderful.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We really appreciate it.